Drafting with Numot is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. Explore the game.
Alrighty, here we are for round one with our blue-white Gideon deck. Yeah, let's play first. And you know, I put 10 white sources in this deck over 8 blue sources, so this is really freaking awkward. If I draw 2 white sources within the top, like 4 cards, we're probably in good shape. I only need to hit 1 in the first 3 draws. Ugh. Man, if even one of these lands was a plains, it just, you know, snap keep, but this is so awkward. This is so awkward. The thing is, if I don't draw a plains, I can't do anything, and if I don't draw... Man, I really want to risk this just because I have Gideon in my hand, but I think I'm going to mulligan. Alright, this is definitely better. I mean, I'm going to keep all the plains on top. The Fortified Ramparts should hold off for a while. We have Sheer Drop for anything that flies or can't be blocked. That sucks, though. Hopefully I get rewarded by drawing Gideon soon. Let's see, if I could pick my draws, I want Shadow Glider next. No, not that. Actually, I lied. I would have wanted, like, land plus Gideon. Who am I kidding? The old double Fortified Rampart to go. Not exactly the most aggressive of starts. But don't worry, if I draw a land next turn, I can play a Dampening Pulse. Got there. So got there. Opponent probably on the landfall deck if they were red-green. Nettle Drone's actually really awkward for me. Alright, main phase, anticipate, look for a land. Bottom the rest. Say go. Would not be surprised if Nettle Drone does, you know, like 7 damage to me. There's not going to be a good opportunity to sheer drop it. Unless the opponent, for some reason, just decides to tap it down on their turn. Ooh, a Grove Rumbler. That's scary. Well, play out the Pulse, I guess. And I'm going to go ahead and just play this land out since we want to be able to cast our Sentinel next turn. Awkward. So awkward. Alright, so he has a colorless card here, it looks like. Ooh, black. That's terrifying. 3 mana Catacomb Sifter. Alright, well there's a splash, obviously. Not looking too good for our hero. Well, it looks like flyers are going to be good versus him, but... Uh-oh, what's he doing now? If he plays another Nettle Drone, I'm probably just dead. I assume he's playing another colorless card here if he's tapping Nettle Drone. Oh, he didn't. It's just a Lifespring Druid. Interesting. Okay, so now this is actually a really good turn to sheer drop. Awkward. But I have to do it. Punish him for his decision to tap it on his turn. That's what we are doing currently. Holding the fort. Can you just imagine if he uses Myers Malice on me, makes me discard 2 cards? Discard Gideon and Ghostly Sentinel. I think here we want to actually lead for the Sentinel before we play out the Gideon, just for extra protection. Natural Connection by itself doesn't make the Grove Rumbler big enough, unless he has the Swell of Courage in addition. Could also have like an outnumber. 3 cards left in hand. Hopefully he doesn't... Nah, he does. Okay. But he didn't have another land with it, so that's good. And Catacomb Sifter is only creature you control. Alright. I don't think there's anything that punishes me for playing the land. I don't have any cards exiled for him to Murklurk away. And it's unlikely he's, again, splashing for a card like Mire's Malice or Murklurker. Or not Murklurker, whatever it's called, the 4-mana 3/3 Mindraker, I think it's called. Mindraker, that's what it is. Not Murklurker. Smoldering Marsh, interesting. Oh, sorry, I thought that was the other one. Okay, so he does have a few black cards in his deck. Roil Spout, another very good draw, but let's start getting Big Daddy Gids online. Only has one card in his hand. Time to poop out the 2/2s. I might actually plus him eventually. Plus and then Anthem and then keep pooping out 2/2s. Although I guess if the opponent's not doing anything... Ooh, and that's a good draw. Yeah, never mind. Let's just keep gumming up the board for a while. In fact, I almost like time walking him here. Let's do that. We can also get in for 3. This also sets up a good turn where I'm going to be able to plus Gideon, probably next turn, attack with him, and then Anthem. We'll see though. Alright, Island. Yeah, let's plus Gideon here. Can actually make something unblockable if I want to. Let's do that. It seems like we're in a good spot. Definitely can't complain. He might just chump here for a scry. I'm not sure why he's chumping with the Grove Rumbler. I guess it doesn't do that much. He's scryed on bottom, okay. Well, we're probably going to see a scoop here soon if he doesn't draw something exceptional. Because now I think I just Anthem. Attack, attack. I can actually attack it with the Knights as well. If he wants a triple block one, that's fine. I still get to take out a creature. Okay. I am giving him Scries, which is kind of a little bit awkward, I guess. If he finds like a Rolling Thunder. But, I mean, Gideon's already done his work. Bottoms, okay. Why not? We'll just run it out. Dead next turn to like Gideon plus and then the unblockable. And like I said, Davening pulls Gideon, just gonna do the job. Uh-oh. He did draw something big apparently. Wow! The opponent drew Ulamog. Oh, but he just left himself dead on board. He killed both of my flyers, but now I can make Gideon. Holy moly, this game is insane. This is awesome. How about unblockable Gideon? Is that good? Gideon apparently beats Ulamog. Oh, this is a good flavor draft if nothing else. Holy moly, props to the opponent though. It takes a lot of balls to play Ulamog because he is so damn expensive. Jeez, I'm impressed. I think we're just going to ship it back, maybe? Seems fine to me. Wow, that was exciting. I enjoyed that. Let's, yeah, I mean, this is a keep. Turn 3 Shadow Glider into what's probably going to be a turn 4 Gideon. I assume I have 4 turns to draw land. If we could draw Fortified Rampart, like next turn, that'd be great. It might be the case where we end up playing the Incubator Drone before Gideon if I hit a blue. Alright, got a swamp. 2-drop, bam! Not a 6-drop, that is definitely not what I wanted to draw. He didn't have any plays, so that's good. 2-drop a little bit late to the party. Alright. He didn't have anything to do on 3. Let's see what he has on 4. Grove Rumbler, sure. Actually don't think I can play Gideon here, can I? I don't think I can. I think I just have to play the Cub and pass. And hope that he doesn't have any more lands. But I'm not going to risk Gideon this next turn. And we know he has probably a lot of lands in his deck because of Ulamog. That's going to be an issue. Where's my Rampart? Where's my Rampart when I need it? What did he do? Oh, Rising Miasma? Wow. And here I am. No blue. I didn't play a land this time, so that's a good sign. So if I can hit an island, I might be okay. Bile Aggregate's not too scary. Horribly Awry, not what we're looking for. Alright, I'll run out the Gideon. If he draws a land next turn, I'm going to be very upset. He could always just have the pump spell too, but I think I'd take the risk. Alright, so Gideon down. Gonna take the full. Actually, this one's attacking me. So he must have a pump spell. Okay, I guess I'll make him use the pump spell then? I don't understand this attack. Sure. Oh, so he has an extra land too. Wow, so he was sandbagging the land for the Rumbler. Alright, well, I need to hit an island. And pronto. Roil Spout getting exiled is fine. Couldn't cast it. There's an island. Sweet. Okay, I can... I think we just Incubator Drone here first. That way we can cast the Despoiler next turn. If I don't lose the Scion. Okay. Well, we'll double block the Grove Rumbler, I guess. I assume he has a trick here again, but it's the last card in his hand and I have to force the issue. Oh, nope. Okay. And we drew another land, so that's good. Alright, so this is the turn I'm going to play out the Despoiler. And then hopefully hold up the Fissure from then on out. Ah, Scour. Sure. Sure. Gonna take 4, go to 2, make his Scion a little bit, or rather his Vile Aggregate a little bit smaller. And here, I'm actually okay if I play the Wave Wing, and he doesn't have a removal spell or a pump spell, because even if he plays another colorless creature, I can block with a Wave Wing. Forced blocks, yep, I go to 1. Nettle Drone? Don't do it. Oh, Ghostly Sentinel, sure. Okay, what does that do? So I can Fissure and hold up Awry. Could also attack here and hold up Fissure, but I think we want to go for eating his creatures. Natural Connection. Alright, no cards left in his hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can't cast Ulamog if he draws Ulamog. Alright, so we're gonna Fissure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You Plains. Let's eat the aggregate. Hold, baby. Hold, baby. No plays. Anticipate. I think we're going to take the Sheer Drop. Well, I guess I'm going to play Rampart in the Cloud Manta here. Attack for 3. Play a little bit safe. Not attack with a land. If I sheer drop the Eldrazi San, I'm just going to feel real bad. Lifespring Druid. Okay, if he has Ulamog in hand, he can cast it next turn. It's not a bad draw. We are beating him in the air, for sure. Let's just pray he doesn't have Ulamog. Say go. Don't do it. You have enough mana. Of course. Of course. Of course he had it. Oh yeah. Oh, he's gonna kill both my flyers, I assume. Can I win this game? I don't think so. I don't have a bounce or anything. Oh, well, bouncing Ulamog is not what you want to do anyways, but... Also, I'm just dead to the attack. Exile 20. Wow, what a game. I feel like being able to cast Ulamog is impressive every time. Alright, I'm going to bring in another Rampart, I think. I just took too much damage early, and I didn't have enough protection for Gideon. Alright, here we are for Game 3, Round 1. Gideon versus Ulamog. This is a keep. We just need to draw another land, and then we can start going off. Since we have Pilgrim's Eye. Wish I had Spell Shrivel in my deck now for the Gideon. Or rather for the Ulamog. But we'll see what happens this game. Hopefully he doesn't have any 2-drops. Sylvan Scrying, sure. There goes a Swamp again, I assume. Smoldering Marsh even, sure. I'm going to play the Pilgrim's Eye out here first, since it's more likely to get in next turn, and if I draw Gideon, we'll be able to cast him now. That's the game plan. Gideon, please. Let's just draw Gideon. Let's just draw Gideon. That's not a bad draw. He might even trade with the guide, honestly. The guide can do a ton of work versus him. But I'm okay with that happening if he does. If not, we'll keep applying the wide array of creatures here. Alright, I assume, again, he has another colorless spell. Ew, lots of tokens there. He already is at 6 potential mana. Not where we want to be. Not where we want to be. Alright, he's going to trade away the Nettle Drone for the Coralhelm. That seems fine. Already have him at 11, but now he starts playing big things. It's so scary knowing that Ulamog could just be around the corner, you know? Would have liked to have drawn my flyer there, that would have been nice. My 3/3 flyer, that is to say. Gideon would also be a good draw, obviously. Grove Rumbler. Let's draw a flyer, please. That's not a flyer. If he Ulamogs me all 3 games, I gotta give him props. But I'm not gonna be happy about it. Six, 7, 8. No land. No, that's 9. Can he have Ulamog every game? That's the question, I guess. And if he does, he's definitely got me. Sure. I'll take the 4 and not get ingested. That seems fine. Okay. I think you'd rather kill this dude. If he blocks with Eldrazi Scions, it's a good sign. But of course he didn't, which means Ulamog is probably coming down. No, nothing? Oh, alright. So it might be... let's see. 1, 2, 3. It might be correct to Encircling Fissure and attack as well. Yeah, I think I Fissure here and attack. And I don't put it on the same land, otherwise he just can chump. No, that doesn't work either. Maybe I do put it on the same land? This diversifies my threats, though. Yeah, let's do it like this. Hold, baby. Sure. I think we did it. I think we got there. GG's. Wow. Scary game. Ulamog versus Big Daddy Gideon, but we got there for round 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was intense. We'll bring it back for round 2. Thanks for watching. Round 2 with our blue-white Gideon deck. Opponent won the die roll. On the play, keeps their hand. Clearly we're going to keep ours. It's basically a mulligan to 6, but yeah. Shadow Glider into Gideon, not too bad. Red-blue. Ooh, the best possible draw. Alright, now we got some backup for Gideon. Probably the Devoid deck. Yep, Sky Spawner. Run out of Shatter Glider. Dampening Pulse is generally insane versus these type of decks. The red-blue deck. I think I just trade away my Sky Spawner for his Shadow Glider, though, if that's the case. Do I want to run Gideon into a Spell Shrivel? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just pass here. No rush. If he's missing land drops, that's fine. This gives me time to find an island. Or not. Alright, well again, he's not doing anything, so I'm in no rush to do anything either. It's his 5th land. Or rather, 4th land with Scion for 5th. Still doesn't want to do anything, though. Okay. I guess I'll send my Shadow Glider in and use Fissure if he wants to block. And then if he counters this, I don't mind. Baiting it out for Gideon. Perfect. Alright. We're still trading here. And now, hopefully Gideon goes without problem. But again, he's not doing anything. So if he just passes here again, I'm more likely to run out Gideon if he does. Conduit of Ruin has resolved. Alright, well that's a little bit scary. Oh, but he didn't get anything. Alright. Just run out the Gideon. Do have 8 blue sources in the deck. Clutch of Currents. Sure. Sure. That's A-okay. Doesn't have trample. Island would be a good draw. No, that's not actually that bad either. I'm going to keep getting 2/2 values here with Gideon. And keep the Conduit tapped down for a turn and replay the Fortified Ramparts. Not too shabby. What do you got now? Ooh, Bane of Balaged. Alright, well, that's an issue. Let's see what we can find here. Wow. Pretty pretty bad luck, I would say. Alright, I assume we're dead. So it goes, though. Again, if we just hit an island, I think we're doing okay there. Alright. I will scoop him up. Too many biggies. This guy has some scary Eldrazi, though. We have sheer drop for those, but like even if the Balaget attacks once, we've already sacrificed 2 permanents. I think we just run it back and hope to draw a little bit better. Yeah, this hand's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Definitely can't mulligan. Opponent mulligan to 6. Okay. Just gonna lead with Cub here. Potentially start getting aggro. Hey, now we have a curve. Cub into Shadow Glider's not bad. Could have a Horribly Awry here, but I'm not going to play around that. Let's see if he just passes this turn. Alright, let's draw Gideon. Bam! Well, turns out Dampening Pulse, like I said, is great versus the opponent. Makes all of his blocks now terrible. I might want to sideboard out these 4 to 5 Ramparts if we go to a game 3, if there is a game 3. They block some of his stuff, but a lot of his things are just huge, so. Evolving Wilds pass, alright. Let's keep bashing in. Does he have Spell Shrivel is the question. Don't think we're going to play around it this time. It's just a Cloud Manta. If he has it, that's too bad, but so be it. I guess I could have played out Pilgrim's Eye. Alright. Take my 1. You have anything else? He has 6 mana again, so. Oh, nothing. Alright, well, let's just go to combat. Like, turn against, maybe? In which case I'll just Encircling Fissure. Titan's Presence. Okay. Well, so he has a bounce available to him as well. He's probably going to leave back the Sky Spawner to block the Pilgrim's Eye now. Merc Strider not too problematic on this board. Uh-oh, is it Big Daddy time? Alright, there's the Merc Strider. That's fine. 2 cards left in the opponent's hand. I think we're in fine shape. He's probably just bouncing the Cub here. Land is not what we are looking for. We're just going to pass. I'm going to wait until I can Encircling Fissure, because if he doesn't play something big here, he's going to block the Merc Strider to the Cub and the Sky Spawn to the Pilgrim's Eye, and we can get value. Ooh, Roil Spout. That was a great draw. Yeah, that was a great draw. Okay, now we will play our land. Let's bounce the Sentinel, so he's drawing a dead card effectively. I think we're just going to attack with the plains. He's probably going to chump, I would imagine. Yep. And again, this makes our Encircling Fissure a little bit better next time. We know he's just drawing the Sentinel for the turn. Perfect. Do I want to put it on this land or spread it out? This puts him to 2. Let's do that, and let's make a 6/6. This is exactly the play that we were looking for. That's why I wasn't trading off the Cub and the Pilgrim's Eye earlier, because we could wait and get value with our Encircling Fissure. Awesome. All right, let's go to game 3. I think we want to bring in Dispel, though. We saw Titan's Presence, Spell Shrivel, some other things I'm probably not thinking of. I will take out 1 Rampart at this point. In fact, I could probably take out both Ramparts if I really wanted to, but I think we'll leave 1. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a mulligan. Not a keeper. Opponent also mulligan, which is good. Yeah, this is good for us. Keep this. Let's get a scry. I'm actually going to bottom that. Not what we're looking for right now. And I'm not going to lead with a tap land. We can play Cub into Sandstone Bridge and hold up Anticipate. That is an 0-5. Alright, well I guess we're still just going to play the bridge next turn and then Gideon on turn 4. Ooh, and he's missing lands. It's really nice for us. Well, no, I don't even need to do that, do I? Let's just anticipate and see what we hit. I think we're going to take the Fissure here. Oh, he hit his 3rd land. This is... Looks like he's F6 though, so I don't think he has the Spell Shrivel. Oh, nice. You can always... little slight MTGO cues when your opponent does things, when he's passing priority too quickly or whatever. Okay, I think we're just going to keep flooding the board, honestly. It's a good draw. Well, actually... Yeah, let's keep putting out 2/2s, I think. And then I can sheer drop the Benthic Infiltrator next turn. And if he's hitting Gideon, he's not ingesting a card, which is good. Incubator Drone, sure. Alright. Spell was an awesome draw. I think... Alright, let's go like this. Make that 4. Can't attack with the Knights anymore. So let's plus Gideon. I'm okay with him chumping. No blocks. Alright, so he just takes 9. Oh, I don't have the mana to sheer drop, do I? Oh, okay, well that's fine. We'll just sheer drop here and then hold up Dispel. That actually works just fine for me. I think I'm going to set up the Gideon emblem instead of just mass producing 2/2s, which don't do too much anymore. Not on this board. Any removal spell he uses on the Cloud Manta, we're almost certainly just going to Dispel. If he has a turn against or something here, Dispel works nicely. Or we can just Encircling Fissure. Stone Fury. Okay, so I'm going to save the Dispel. Oh wait, no, that's creatures. Never mind, I lied. It doesn't work. Almost punted, it's not safe passage. It is in fact not safe passage. No reason to play the land out. We have the 3/4 flyer Wave Wing Elemental in our deck, so And what else you got? And a Vestige, sure. Alright. Actually, if I plus Gideon again, he has to chump it. If I Fissure, he's taking minimum 3, going to 5. Block, block, block. Block, block, blocks. Goes to 3. Goes to 1. And has to chump Gideon. Or I can... No, that still puts him to 1. Okay, I think we'll just plus Gideon again. Force a chump. Play another lethal creature. Looks good. Sure. Now we just emblem next turn. Or plus Gideon, either way. Both good. Opponent has some messages for me. Alright, GG's. Yeah, and like I was mentioning during the draft, Gideon is just insane. That's why we take him over Steam Vents, plus he's worth more than Steam Vents. Alright, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll wait for the finals. Stay tuned. Round 3, the finals with our white-blue flying Gideon deck. Let's play first, and yep, definitely a keep. Again, we're going to play the Cub on turn 2 without playing the bridge. And then we can play the bridge, attack for 3, and hold up Anticipate. Find a 4th land for some other goody spells. Blister Pod? Oh, okay. Opponent on one of the green decks, it seems. A lot of decks Blister Pod is decent in. I think probably green-black the best. A lot of good sack outlets for Blister Pod to do work. We'll see what the opponent follows it up with, though. Fertile Thicket, alright. Well, that doesn't tell us anything yet. And he didn't reveal anything, okay. Would not be surprised to see the opponent block here. That is A-okay if he does. Opts not to. Again, both fine with me. Ah, he is indeed green-black, alright. No plays, sure. Let's anticipate. Pilgrim's Eye, Sheer Drop, Coralhelm Guide. I think we're going to take the Pilgrim's Eye here. That way we can shuffle those other cards back to the top if we want. And also get some more lands. Go ahead and attack in again. Alright. Blister Pod doing its best impression of a mulligan. Alright, no end of turn, complete disregard is a good sign. Let's see what else he's got to follow up. Lantern Scout. Okay, so he's actually the ally deck playing Blister Pod. I suppose he could be the ally deck with just a value Scout for sure, but odd. Again, I'm going to happily attack in here. If he trades, wow, that's more than fine with me. Don't need to play out the dampening pulse just yet then. Get another land, plains, and play out our Rampart. One more land, we can cast the Wave Wing. We have Pulse on backup and Sheer Drop. Brood Hunter Worm, or whatever it's called. Sure. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't do anything versus my 06. He's not... has no business with the Flyers. He's actually going to be, what, close to dead next turn. In fact, yeah, a land next turn will kill him if he doesn't have any way to interact with the Flyers. Seems good. Orn Reef Invoker doesn't do anything either. What you got? Black, white, green. Unnatural Aggression. Okay, so he had a 2-for-1 himself. Seems fine. Still dead in 2 turns. We'll run out the Dampening Pulse. Still needs to find a way to deal with these flyers. Opponent's at 4. I didn't think this deck was very good, but it's it's getting there, I guess. Another Fortified Rampart is definitely a consideration here on the draw. I don't need the Eldrazi. The flyers seem to just completely wreck him. Dispel for maybe the Unnatural Aggression seems fine. I guess we can probably do that over the Rampart. Actually, do I need Despoiler? No. Let's go like this. Let's win with flyers. That Blister Pod did actually nothing that entire game. Alright, game 2. We're up a game here in the finals. Cannot keep this hand. Let's go down to 6. Ooh, and a pretty good 6. And Gideon on top. Alright. Doesn't get much better than that, I would say. Two drop, some ways to protect Gideon. What's the opponent got? Seek the Wilds, sure. Well, it turns out if you draw Gideon every game, just like I suggested while we drafted the card, it's a good thing for you. Who would have known? Our opponent got a Shambling Vent, sure. Okay. Keep the pain going. And a Blister Pod again. Sure. Good draw. No reason to anticipate yet. No idea what we want, and double blue is certainly something good. And next turn it'll be Gideon's time to shine. No plays. Uh-oh. Oh, he's just attacking for one, sure. What do you got? Show me the money. Show me the money. 4-3. Deal. Time to jam the Gideon. Let's create some 2/2s and pass turn. Game plan is protect Gideon. If I untap with Encircling Fissure and anticipate and Roil Spout, I'm going to feel real good. Remember, he has complete disregard, so... something to be wary of. I'll happily double block the Brood Hunter if he wants to attack with it. Okay. Yep. I'm going to throw the Pilgrim's Eye and the Knight. Oh, if he's going to attack. If he's going to attack like this, then we'll go like that. And we'll probably see like an Unnatural Aggression from the Blister Pod onto the Coralhelm. But then we still keep one of our Knights. And unless he has infused the elements, you know, Gideon's not going to take any damage. Oh, this could be infuse. He's playing 4. That's going to make it a 7, so it's going to take... oh, 4 trample. All right. So Gideon down. And he's got a big fatty. Luckily we have Roil Spout for that. I think we just wait a turn, though, until I can... until I can... quote-unquote kick it. I don't mind taking a hit from the Brood Warden. We're at 19 life. Infuse got me good. Again, I still think we're in a pretty good spot. Let's take 7 here. Life is a resource. What you got for follow-up? Silent Skimmer, sure. Alright, I even get to attack with the token. You. Sack. And bash in for 8. Get in for presumably 6. Hopefully we can anticipate into something good. We know he doesn't have another land, or assuming he doesn't have another land, that it was sandbagging because he didn't play one the previous turn and we put the Brood Hunter Worm back on top. Ooh, this might be a Bone Splitters. If it is, he should attack first, yeah. Yeah, this definitely feels like a Bone Splinters on my land. That sucks a little bit. That definitely sucks. Alright, go to 9. Places 4/3 and Bone Splinters my 4/4. Oh wait, 2 mana? No, I don't know what this is. Five mana, okay. So maybe Demon's Grasp. 6 mana. No, I have no idea anymore. Grip of Desolation? Ugh. Alright. That's definitely a thing as well. And some terrible hits here. I'm gonna need to draw a flyer pretty badly, and even then, only one of our flyers can attack into the Silent Skimmer. And that's only with landfall anyways. Alright, he can also activate Shambling Vent at this point, something to note. We drew another 6-drop. Felidar Sovereign. Ugh. And I think that'll probably be it for us this game. At least we can Horribly Awry his Brood Hunter on the way down, but... You know... No, never mind, I'm not going to Fissure now. We know he's playing the 4/3. Alright. It might be better not even to show him, but... I mean, there's a small chance we can get out of this game still. Not with more land draws, unfortunately. 4-turn clock on the Silent Skimmer. He might activate the Shambling Vent this turn. Or not. I think we wait one more turn before popping off the Fissure. Doesn't even do anything with the Silent Skimmer life loss. Just to use my mana efficiently. Jeez, what else did you draw? Nissa's Renewal. Whoa! Okay. The opponent's definitely gained a lot of life this game. Cloud Manta. Is that enough? I don't think that does anything, unfortunately. Can still attack with his Silent Skimmer. So I guess I still just need to draw another flyer, right? We have a 2/2 flyer, we have the 3/4 flyer. Just something to double block the Silent Skimmer and kill it with. What did I lose to this game? I lost to the Brood Hunter killing Gideon. Yeah. I mean, I even mentioned infuse the elements, but I don't know. Maybe I should bring back one of the big fatties. God, he's running 2 blister pods. Alright, I'll scoop it up there. Let's go to the next game. I guess we'll take out one of the ramparts now. Bring in the Despoiler again. I mean, he doesn't have many flyers. Maybe this is good. Just as a pinger, honestly. Over a rampart, that seems fine. Alright, let's ship that. Let's see if we can get there game 3. Here we are for the finals, game 3. Play first. Gideon, but only 1 land. We're gonna have to go down to 6 here. Alright, better, but again, not doing too much. I think we want to keep that for sure. And yeah, we're just going to leave with the bridge since we don't have anything to do early. We'll draw the Mantis, or the Manta, since we know he's susceptible to flyers. Probably anticipate for a land next turn. Good old Blister Pod. And Oran Reef, sure. He's got the old 1-2 curve. Let's see what we can find. Gideon. Alright, I'm going to take that. Plains and Felidar Cub. We just need to draw 1 land in the next 2 turns. There's a land for us. Probably leading with Dampening Pulse. The nice thing is he's on, well, I was going to say he was on double green, so the infuse with the elements wasn't looking too hot. Although I guess leading with Incubator Drone's not bad. If he doesn't do anything here, I might just jam out the Gideon. Okay, he didn't do anything. That gives me a chance. Let's do this. Big Daddy. Natural Connection. Okay, well, if he has a swamp. So if he has infused with the elements, he can kill Gideon again. Highly unfortunate if that's the case. If Gideon survives another turn, though. Cross your fingers. What do you do? Complete disregard. Alright. Does he have a pump spell? I mean, if Gideon eats a complete disregard plus a Swell of Surge, I'm going to feel really good about it. Show me. Nope. Alright, Gideon's still alive. Any follow-up plays? I got a 2-drop. Ooh, and that can kill Dampening Pulse. So, let's get another 2-2. Let's play Incubator Drone. This gives us enough blockers currently. We just need to hold on. If the opponent's throwing away resources to take care of Gideon, I'm okay with that. And then we've gotten our value. The Cub is really annoying, though, for sure. Alright, pre-combat, we have something big. 6 mana, but he doesn't have double black. Ooh. Okay, well, only 1 card left in his hand, so he's just thinning out his deck at this point. But that gives him access to all of the double colored scary cards that he didn't have access to beforehand. I think we just keep on putting in 2/2s. And I'm going to play both flyers this turn. Oh, I guess Oran Reef is also online. I didn't even mention that. He can activate Oran Reef to make it a 7/7. Yeah, that's actually kind of bad. But I guess we have a ton of creatures to brick off. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So only has 2 mana available after if he wants to pump into the Oran Reef. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to happily quad block. I guess I could just triple block. No, yeah, I can triple block. He can kill Gideon this turn, though, if he had sent everything in. Looks like he opted not to. Which is fine, I'll keep on putting out 2/2s. I need to start attacking, though. I can't just sit back forever. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Dampening Pulse, too. Alright, what do you got? 4 Courier Griffin. That kind of sucks. Three, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have enough mana to... Doesn't have enough mana to currently pump, but I don't really want to attack. I think we just keep on putting out 2/2s. Rising Miasma is the only card we have to really be scared of. If he wants to block with his Courier Griffin and then sack the Felidar, I'm fine with that. To Seek the Wilds. Reveal a creature or land. Alright. What do you got, sir? Ruin Processor. That is a 7/8. Okay. Well, now it would be a good time to draw like Roil Spout. Nothing to process, fortunately. Yeah, it definitely would be a good time to draw Roil Spout. No, not another land. That is not what I said. I mean, even though I have a million 2/2s, nowhere close to winning this game. And Infuse the Elements is very close to, like, killing me, honestly. We know he has cards like Grip of Desolation, he has Felidar Sovereign. Pretty sure it's just correct to keep on putting out the 2/2s instead of plussing Gideon. Because, yeah, I mean, he had the Blister Pod, right? Plus, that gives me blockers for the Oran Reef Invoker. Well, he drew something. He's tanking. Which is not a good sign for me. Access to 10 mana, so again, he can't pump the Oran Reef and use Infuse, which is good. Does he want to attack? He does. Alright, well, this probably means he's sending in the Ruin Processor too. So the flyers are going to double block the Courier Griffin, not close. One of the knights is going to go on the Ruin Processor. The rest are going to go on the Invoker, I guess. Although that makes him keep on pumping mana into it, but... Alright, so let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, that doesn't... Oops. This doesn't save Gideon if I double block. So maybe I just throw away my Courier. It's probably a better play. Or rather, throw away my Mist Intruder. So he's losing his Cub. If he pumps, he's going to eat 3 of these. Kill the Pod 2. He gets a 1/1. But Gideon stays alive. Seems fine. Now, if you drew a pump spell for the Ornn Reef in addition, but it has to cost 2 or less. So it could be Lithomancer, it could be Swell of Courage. But currently, we're in okay shape. So he sacks the Cub like we expect. Alright, and I think we're in a good spot still. We can leave back the Manta now for the Courier. We have a lot of live draws still, another dampening in our deck, Roil Spout. Lots of good stuff. This is the last card in his hand. It is a familiar, okay. Alright, Despoiler's not bad. I think we can even get in there with one of the knights. Turns out planeswalkers are good when they stay on the battlefield. Who would have thought? As long as he doesn't draw a Grip of Desolation this turn. Because then he can kill a flyer and double attack into Gideon. We've definitely poked down his life total a bit. I wish I had Dispel in my hand. Would have left up a blue, obviously, but that would have been nice. Coastal Discovery, man, that would have been a good card in my deck, too. Obviously, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. How many lands does the opponent have in his deck? Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He could have anywhere from 6 to 7 left in his deck. Potentially 1 in hand. But the opponent is really tanking here. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to my 18 minutes. Granted, I am a very fast player, but... I'm going to pause here until he comes back. Alright, passing priority. Going to combat. Ruin Processor. Okay, Griffin. Okay. Okay. Everything again at Gideon. Alright. Manta trade. 2-2 trade. Oops. I want to go like this. If he doesn't have a trick, this is, I have to assume, not a very good attack. Oh, shoot! I accidentally blocked terribly. I should have just thrown the knight in front of the... Oops. I miscounted. Really bad. I just threw away my 5/5 for no reason. Yikes. That was bad. Well then. Mistakes were made. Yes, they were. Wow, that was really bad. I could have still had a 5/5. Like, he made a bad attack, and then I just made a terrible block. Well, luckily. Unless he draws Infuse to kill Gideon here, and even if he does, we're still in great shape. But wow, that was a brutal misplay on my part. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, well, let's attack with Gideon now. If he drew Grip, he can exile Gideon, but he's still taking 7. It's unlikely he's going to be able to deal 16 damage to me, so 9 additional damage this turn. But I should have already won. I shouldn't have thrown away my Despoiler, obviously. Alright, well, we got there. Sweet. A little bit loose play there at the end, but I mean, turns out Planeswalkers are good. Got our 8 packs and a Gideon to match. It was a interesting draft. Like, I don't think I drafted very well, but we opened that pack with Gideon and the Expedition Steam Vents, and then turns out Gideon won almost every game for us, in addition to the Flyers. So, sweet draft. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on all of the social media listed on the following page. And until next time, take it easy, and thanks for watching this edition of Drafting with Numot.